Last week, there was lots of talk about a hearing where celebrity surgeon Dr. Oz met his match in our senator, Missouri's Claire McCaskill. She's the chair of the Consumer Protection Committee. Oz was testifying before that committee on the marketing of so-called miracle weight loss cures. Listen carefully to this clip from The View, which aired last Wednesday on ABC.
Now, Dr. Oz, who is our dear friend and right across from us, will be on the show tomorrow. And he was grilled by Congress yesterday, who accused him of using his show to plug bogus miracle pills for weight loss and health. And here's what he had to say about that. Take a look.
I used flowery language. I used language that was very passionate, but it ended up not being helpful, but incendiary. And it provided fodder for unscrupulous advertisers.
I don't get why you need to say this stuff, because you know it's not true.
I would give my audience the advice I give my family all the time.
I just don't understand why you need to go there.
My job, I feel, on the show is to be a cheerleader for the audience. And when they don't think they have hope, when they don't think they can make it happen, I want to look, and I do look everywhere, including in alternative healing traditions.
You know, it hasn't been all that long since I would be looking up low-fat recipes or trying to find ways to lose weight, and I'd then go onto Facebook and all 4 ads in the rail would be Dr. Oz's picture promoting some cure, or every afternoon his syndicated show is on promoting some crazy alternative solution, alternative healing tradition, in his words, that kind of leave you shaking your head. Claire McCaskill kind of did that collective head shaking and then finger waving for us last week, huh?
Well, and you know, nobody has shown yet that Dr. Oz has personally profited from any of these endorsements of these miracle weight loss treatments, the beans, the whatever. But it's clear that he's using it to promote a connection with the audience on his show. I mean, yes, he's a doctor. Yes, he's a scientist. He's really a TV personality, and that's what matters the most. And good for Senator McCaskill for pointing out the impact for good and for bad that people like him can have.
I think sometimes the popularity of these shows can skew someone's reason in terms of how of what they're doing, and they can get caught up, frankly, in the bright light and the spotlight and the popularity of being on TV and being known and having the money that goes along with that. That having been said, you know, certainly there are a lot of alternative healing methods that maybe should be talked about on shows like Dr. Oz's. This was not one of those situations, and he certainly has lost a great deal of credibility.
The hilarious thing to me, you played this clip from The View, and if you watch the whole thing, which you've got posted on our blog, you'll also see that afterwards, after they play some of the sort of incriminating or tough questioning, then the View's panelists come back on and talk about how they trust Dr. Oz, and, oh, I've tried the green coffee and all this stuff. And then they just twist themselves into pretzels trying to defend him and say, why is Congress picking on this guy? They should be picking on the people selling these products. People are selling those products because he is endorsing them.
Well, and the reason that I chose that clip from The View for us to talk about a little bit today was because of something that I had noticed specifically. At the beginning, you heard Whoopi Goldberg say, our friend Dr. Oz will be here to talk about this with us tomorrow. Later in the clip, if you go to our blog and watch it, you hear that again. My on-screen programming guide on my cable box said that on Thursday, Dr. Oz would be on The View. And then it was promoted on The View's website. It was promoted in that clip. And then mysteriously, Dr. Besser showed up, an ABC correspondent on The View on Thursday, and not Dr. Oz. And there was never any mention of that again. He's been pretty quiet since leaving Capitol Hill.
I imagine he's doing a little damage control. He's trying to figure out how to get back on point, get back on message, and maybe get back in the good graces of not just Congress, but maybe many members of his audience.
Well, we'll see, and we'll see when he comes back. He does have that show, is it NY Med or New York Med, starting on ABC this summer, too.